Hey, what's up? And welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan Gibbs from Body by Meg, and today we're going to be going through an everyday stretch. So you can either do this in the morning, the evening, before or after your workout. Whenever you feel like you just need a really solid stretch, this is the one for you. So we're going to start from top to bottom, bringing the shoulders up and back, up and back. Just starting to move the body, waking it up a little bit. Oof, we can bring the arms around, nice and slow. Test that range of motion. And now let's go the opposite way, so back to front. Starting with the shoulders, and then getting bigger. Just bring the hands in. Good. One more time. We'll bring the hands out to the side and start rolling out the wrists. So this one's great for the morning, or if you sit at a computer all day. Roll out those wrists. Nice, opposite way. Very good. Now let's inhale, bringing it all the way up. And exhale, coming all the way down. Good. Inhale, rolling all the way up, one vertebrae at a time till you get to the top, hands overhead, and all the way down. Couple more times at your own pace, rolling up and down. Two more times. Last one, we're gonna come all the way up. Your left hand's gonna grab your right wrist, and we're gonna get into that side body a little bit. So pulling up and over, legs are engaged, so are the glutes and the core. Everything is nice and tight as we lean over to the side. Make sure your shoulders are back and down. Open it up, breathe, feel that nice long stretch. And back to center, very good. Switch up the hands, we're going to the other side. Again, everything's nice and engaged. Pulling up, over, and open. Back to center, very good. Let's get into those arms a little bit. So we're gonna bring the right arm over left. Just a solid, straightforward stretch that everybody loves. Oof, I already feel warm. Good, other side. And now we'll go up and over. So the left hand grabs onto the right elbow. Again, try to make sure that your shoulders aren't creeping up on you. Bring those shoulder blades nice back and down. Oof, you should feel the stretch a little bit more. In the back, the underarm. Try to breathe into it. And other side. The right arm grabs left elbow. Shoulders are relaxed. And release. All right, so now we're gonna come all the way back down. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Coming up, folding over, and now we're just gonna get a nice release in that back. So bend the knees, push the hips back, release your head and neck. I got my hood. And we'll bring the hands to the ground, feet about 2/5 distance apart. And then we'll just grab the opposite elbow. So going into a ragdoll position, just let the neck hang, feel the release in the lower back, shift the weight to your toes, but your heels do not come off the ground. So really just feel that lengthening. Maybe shake your head yes or no. If you say yes a lot, practice saying no, and vice versa. Really feel it here. Opening up that lower back. Very good. Now we're gonna bring the left hand to the ground. The left knee bends and the right leg goes straight. We're gonna turn to the side if this feels good. Hello. Let's fix that. Inhale, grow long, and exhale a little bit deeper. So a nice long stretch in the back of those hamstrings, the calf, all along the right side. Hand comes up. If it feels good, you can wrap it behind you. And release, going to the other side. So right hand comes down, right knee bends, left leg goes straight, and left hand comes to the sky. Oof. This is one of my favorite stretches. Again, if you wrapped your arm on the other side, feel free to do it here. Inhale, and exhale, just breathe. Good, and release. Coming down, now we're gonna spread the feet a little bit farther. Head, neck, back, hanging down. And we're just gonna walk our hands to the right side. Take your right hand onto the outside of your ankle. You should feel it a little bit more on your inner thigh here. Good, walk to the center and then to the other side. Left hand comes on the outside of that ankle. Try to let your shoulders, head, and neck relax. And back to center. I really didn't think this whole hood thing through very much, but it's okay, because now we're moving over to the right. We're coming back and down into a runner's lunge. So your left foot's forward, right foot's back, knees on the ground, and foot is untucked. So we're going into a runner's lunge. Here you wanna make sure your hips are square. So left hip back, right hip forward. Good. And if you can, bring your hands overhead and then interlace them behind your head. Open it up. Beautiful, hands come back up. They frame your front foot. Front leg goes straight, hips come back, and we're in a half split. So the hands come to the ground. This is another one where the hip likes to go out to the side. Try to make sure those hips are even. Ooh, my hamstrings are sore. You want your knee right underneath your hip. And just relax here. Try to breathe, because every time you take a breath, your muscle lengthens just a little bit more, relaxes just a little bit more. Good, we'll bend that front knee. And now we're gonna go into a pigeon pose. So your left knee is gonna go to the top left side of your mat, and your left foot is gonna go to the right side of your mat. So you wanna keep things really nice, 90 degrees here. The front foot is always flexed to protect your knee. We can sit up. If this feels good, you could stay here. Or to release the back a little bit more, we could come to our forearms. Now, if this one's too hard for you and you feel like you might be hurting yourself, you could go ahead, come onto your back, do a figure 4, same position, and crawl down. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna get back into pigeon, keep holding it. Hands come down in front of you, push back up and down into a downward facing dog. Good, belly button in. We can walk out the legs a little bit, whatever feels good. You want your palms pressed into the ground, same with your fingers. Shoulders away from your ears, so you're pushing up off the ground, hips go high, belly in. And now we'll bring that right foot forward. So we're moving on to the other side, runner's lunge. Again, the back knee comes down, foot goes untucked, knee over ankle, hips are squared. So pull that right hip back, left hip forward. When you're ready, we can inhale, hands over the head, and interlace them behind. Good, hands come up, they frame the front foot, hips go back, leg is straight, adjust a little bit, half split. Try to relax the leg for one more breath. And we're gonna bend that front leg, going into pigeon. Your right knee comes to the right side of your mat. Your right foot comes to the left side of your mat. Try to get that leg as straight as possible, front foot's flexed. Whatever you did on one side, please do to the other. So if you modified and went into a figure four, feel free to do that now. If you stayed in pigeon, we're gonna come up and replicate exactly what you did on the other side. Good, coming all the way up, and this time, instead of going into a downward dog, we're gonna take that back leg and bring it all the way around. So we're in a butterfly position. So both feet come together, try to keep that chest high, core engaged. Very good. Now, if it feels nice, you go ahead, grab your feet, keeping your chest as high as possible. So try not to round here, nice long spine. We can slowly start coming forward, bringing our elbows to our calves to kind of push them out and get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Very good. Come back up. We're gonna bring the left foot in, right foot out. We're gonna get into that side body one last time. So opening it up, bring the left hand over, twist open to the sky, and just feel what it's like to create that space in your side body. Coming back to center, we're gonna bring the torso over the right foot, bend the knee as much as possible to get the forehead to knee connection, hands grab the leg, and right here, this isn't a leg stretch, it's actually separating and opening up that lower part of your back. And release, good job. Let's bring the right foot in, left foot out, opening it up for the side body. Both sides feel different. If both sides feel different for you, just know that's completely normal. And that's why we're doing this, to make them balanced and equal. Breathe. And bring the torso over that left foot. Chest comes high, knee is bent, forehead to knee connection. And breathe. And release. Now we are going to finish with a twist. So we'll bring our feet up to the front so I can kind of walk you through how we're gonna do this. So your left foot's gonna come down, bent knee. Your right foot's gonna come over to the side. It feels kind of funky, like a pretzel. And then we're gonna inhale the left hand high and bring it nice and over. So here, try to sit up as straight as you can, engage the core, lengthen as you inhale, and twist as you exhale. Slowly release. In the middle, we're gonna bring the legs straight, hands overhead, reach for those toes, and release. So here you should be feeling it in the back of those legs. Rolling back up, nice work. Let's finish with the other side. So now the right leg comes bent, the left leg comes up and over. Jeez, I feel so tight. And now we'll bring the right hand back, left hand over. That took a second for my brain to figure out what I was saying. It's okay, here we go. So again, inhale, grow tall, exhale, turn and twist. Good. And release. Well, there you go. That is it for everyday stretching video. Great job today. Make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss a video every single week. And also let us know if you tried this in the comments below and how you feel. Again, I'm Megan Gibbs from Body by Meg. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Also, make sure to check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all Body by Meg, and I will see you guys in the next video.